It is 3 a.m. on June 6, 1944. You are 20 years old. You are sitting in the dark belly of a landing craft somewhere in the English Channel. The boat rocks violently in the waves. The man next to you is sick. The man in front of you is praying. You are doing neither. You are simply staring at the metal door in front of you, the ramp that will drop in a few minutes and change everything. You have been told what is on the other side of that ramp. A beach, 5 miles of open sand, and on that sand, and in the cliffs above it, thousands of German soldiers waiting for you. You have been told this is the most important day in the history of the war, that everything depends on what happens in the next few hours, that the liberation of Europe begins today. None of that makes the door in front of you any less terrifying. The operation is called Overlord. It is the largest seaborne invasion in the history of warfare. Over 156,000 Allied troops, American, British, Canadian, will land on 5 beaches along the coast of Normandy, France today. Nearly 7,000 ships and landing craft are involved. Over 11,000 aircraft are in the sky above you. You are one soldier among 156,000. Your beach is called Omaha. Of all 5 beaches, Utah, Gold, Juneau, Sword, and Omaha, yours is considered the most dangerous. The cliffs above Omaha Beach give German defenders a clear view of everything below. The German positions are heavily fortified, concrete bunkers, machine gun nests, artillery positions dug into the cliff tops. Your commanding officers know the casualty estimates for Omaha Beach are extremely high. They did not share those estimates with you. At 6:30 a.m., the ramp drops. The noise hits you before anything else. The sound of machine gun fire is different when it is aimed at you. It does not sound like it does in training. It sounds like the air itself is being ripped apart in strips, a continuous tearing sound that does not stop. The men in front of you run down the ramp into the water. Some of them fall before they reach the water. The water is freezing cold, channel water in June, chest deep in some places, over your head in others. Your equipment weighs over 30 kilograms. Men around you go under and do not come back up, pulled down by the weight of their own gear before they fire a single shot. You run. The beach is 300 meters of open sand between the waterline and the seawall, the only cover on the entire beach. 300 meters with no protection, no concealment, nothing between you and the German machine guns firing from the cliffs above. You run, and you do not look at what is happening around you, because if you look, you will stop, and if you stop, you will die. Omaha Beach in the first hours of D-Day is chaos of a kind that no military planning fully anticipated. The bombing that was supposed to destroy the German defenses before the landing missed almost entirely. The bombs fell too far inland. The tanks that were supposed to provide cover for the infantry were launched too far from shore. Most of them sank immediately in the rough channel waters. The specialized equipment that was supposed to clear paths through the beach obstacles arrived late or not at all. The men of the first wave at Omaha Beach arrived on a heavily defended beach with almost none of the support they had been promised. Of the roughly 2,000 American soldiers who landed in the first wave at Omaha Beach, approximately 2,000 became casualties in the first few hours. The sand turns red. But something happens on Omaha Beach that morning that no German commander anticipated. The men keep coming. Wave after wave of landing craft continue to arrive. Each wave sees what happened to the wave before them. Each wave runs down the ramp anyway. Some because of training, some because of courage, some simply because there is nowhere else to go. The boats behind them are coming regardless, and the only direction available is forward. Small groups of soldiers begin finding ways up the cliffs, not through the planned routes. Those are all covered by German fire, through gaps, through gullies, through sheer determination to get off the open beach and onto ground where they can fight back. By midday, against all odds, American soldiers are at the top of Omaha Beach. The The beach is not yet secured. The casualties are enormous, but the line is not broken. By the end of June 6, 1944, all 5 beaches are in Allied hands. The cost is staggering. Estimates of Allied casualties on D-Day range from 10,000 to over 12,000 killed, wounded, and missing. German casualties add thousands more, but the foothold in Normandy is established. From this beach, from this stand that cost so much, the liberation of Western Europe will begin. Paris will be free by August. Germany will surrender by May 1945. The war in Europe will be over. None of that is visible to you on the evening of June 6th as you sit at the top of the cliffs above Omaha Beach, looking back at what you just crossed. The beach below looks nothing like it did this morning. You do not talk about what you saw on the sand. The men around you do not talk about it either. There is an unspoken agreement. What happened between the waterline and the seawall stays there. It is not something that words are built for. You are 20 years old. This morning you were in a boat in the dark staring at a metal door. Tonight you are sitting on a cliff in France, tired beyond anything you have ever felt, cold, your hands still shaking slightly, and you are alive. Thousands of men who woke up this morning in the same boats are not. You do not know why you made it and they did not. There is no answer to that question that makes sense. The difference between the men who made it to the seawall and the men who did not was not courage or skill or deserving. It was inches. It was seconds. It was where you happened to be standing when a particular burst of fire swept the beach. History will call today the turning point of World War II. You will call it the longest day of your life. And for the rest of your life, every June 6th, you will wake up at 3 a.m., not because of an alarm, not because of a nightmare, simply because your body never forgot what it was waiting for in the dark.